Yo, this is Family Force 5. Check out faithfreaks.com for all your social networking needs.
Yep.
Join
Faith Freaks.
the revolution.
That's a revolution. Join the revolution! That's a revolution!
That and Voltron and Transformers. And probably Rod Parsley also.
The inspiration behind Country Gentlemen is we're all from the dirty, dirty South, and you can't talk about my mama that way. She raised me in the dirty South, and you better not disrespect, because you're not going to talk about my mom that way, because she raised me. And she cooked fried chicken for me, and that's the only way I was going to get fried chicken, if I was respectful to my mother. And I love fried chicken, like it's finger looking good.
And Fatty, his brother, has a collection of commemorative plates with like Dale Gordon and Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon and all those guys. So it's kind of like inspired by that. You know, when we sat around just kind of looking at commemorative plates, we knew that it was kind of southern and redneck a little bit, and that's kind of where we grew up. So
what we gonna do now that Dale Earnhardt's gone, Diddy?
Number three! Number three!
Yes?
How touring with all the Christian bands and stuff, it helps you guys walk with Christ? Does it help you guys a lot as you've grown into who you are and who you're going to be? How has it helped you guys?
Sure. The question was, has touring with Christian bands helped us with our walks in Christ and walks in faith? And I'd say, yeah. The answer is definitely it's touring in general. I mean, even when we're doing tours that aren't Christian tours, like we're on Warped Tour this summer. We did it the last couple summers, and we have Bible studies out there, which is actually really cool too. But yeah, I mean, a lot of tours have different ways of connecting. Sometimes we go to church together. Sometimes we'll just sit around and talk. But the relationships you build with each other, to me, is really what it's all about. You know, we have some incredible friends. The dudes that are about to play Building 429, just running into those guys, and we did a lot of stuff with Toby Mac, and it's just really cool the friendships that you have with these people, and the way everyone looks out for each other, and we've definitely grown a lot through it. I think just the test of being on the road with all the trials that you have of leaving your family at home and your friends at home, and not sleeping and not showering and not eating, and, it's you got to be there for each other, and that's a very spiritual journey that you take together. So yeah.
Have you hooked up with any like secular bands as far as Bible studies and stuff? And if so,
yeah,
who?
Absolutely. I mean, the question was if we've done any Bible studies or met up with any people that are mainstream bands. But yeah, I mean, when we do Warped Tour, like I said, we do a Bible study, and it's really neat to see people come out to that you normally wouldn't. They normally wouldn't go to church or anything like that, and doing what Family Force 5 does. We play probably 75-80% of our shows are in clubs or mainstream festivals or rock venues, and so it's really neat to see kids come out that would never ever step foot in church, and to hang out with them afterwards and have them tell you a song means something a lot to them, or the messages we get on MySpace that say stuff like that. There's been some really neat boundaries that get crossed by doing it in a very non-conventional way, and I think it's neat that our music isn't necessarily what a lot of other Christian music sounds like, but it's able to reach people that normally wouldn't listen to Christian music as a result.
So what about the flip end of that, as far as like people coming like and saying, no, you're too far out there? Do you get that a lot, or does everybody usually seem pretty cool with what you're doing?
His question was the flip side, like do we get, I guess, like flack from people that say that our music is too out there and reaching on the other side, I guess. I think anybody that is a Christian is going to get some kind of feedback, whether it's good or bad, from anybody. If you're doing, I think if you're doing what God has called you, I mean, I think you're going to get, you're going to run into that. We've been very like, I guess not lucky, but like I guess lucky, but we haven't had to deal with a lot of that as far as people. I mean, people are gonna say stuff, but I think you just gotta shrug it off and stick to what God has called you to do. So, and I mean that's ultimately what you have to do is be true to your calling to God. So.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I just want you guys to know you're an inspiration to us. I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for you guys. I met this guy at a church camp. His name is Ira. He does the Freak Show with me. And the only reason why I met him is because I heard him singing Love Addict. I was like, I mean, he's older too, so I was like, what are you doing singing that, bro? He was like, oh, dude, that's the jam, blah, blah, blah. And we started talking, and, eventually Faith Freaks had happened, and the Freak Show, and it's like blown up this year, and thank you. You guys take it easy.